I said, they don't even know me. Like, they could be scared to even go to work, scared to go down the street, scared to be in their own house, all because of me. All because I wanted to take bars and hang with the wrong people.
In here, it says, while in his friend's home, the defendant would attempt to kiss him, but he would always walk away or move his head. On one occasion, the defendant grabbed his arm after he exited the bathroom and attempted to kiss him. On some occasions, the defendant was able to kiss him on the lips by grabbing his chin and holding the back of his neck.
I don't remember
The defendant,
that, Your Honor.
why are you penetrating a 6-year-old with your penis? I mean, you pled guilty to it.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm trying to figure out what were your thought process? State of Texas versus Jesse Jones Jr. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Ryan Grimmer for the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Shannon Locke for Jesse Jones.
And are you Jesse Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're here for sentencing. You entered a plea of no contest on April 18th and applied for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at a cap of 8 years. There is an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, $500 fine. State opposes your application for deferred adjudication. This is to run concurrent with 2021 CR 9480A. State will take in consideration 2021 CR 9761B, and there's affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. And we're also hearing cause number 2021 CR 9480A. And according to the plea bargain agreement, in that case, punishments be assessed at a cap of 8 years in the prison. There's a $500 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. State opposes the application for deferred adjudication. This is to run concurrent with 2021 CR 9779A. State is taking into consideration 2021 CR 9761B. Are both parties ready to proceed? State,
Yes, Judge.
We're
defense?
ready, Your Honor.
All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Judge.
We have, Your Honor.
All right, any objections to the PSI report? State,
No, Judge.
defense, any objections to
No,
the PSI
No
report?
objections, Your Honor.
All right, state, you're opposed. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes, Judge. We have no witnesses, just argument, Judge.
All right, defense, do you have any witnesses?
We do, Your Honor. There's one that's by Zoom.
There's no one on the Zoom.
In the waiting room, Your Honor.
No, there's no one here in the waiting room.
But we do have a live witness, Judge.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, can you make sure that Mr. Lott's witness has the Zoom link? Because there's no one in Zoom.
Yeah, I did.
I provided it, Judge.
I wrote it down for him, Judge.
We do have another live witness, Your Honor.
All right, if you wish to call that witness.
Jesse Jones Senior.
All right, and Junior, Mr. Jones, yeah. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna need you to lower your hand, make sure you speak up so that the court reporters can hear.
Yes.
And if you can lower your hand, could you state your name for the record?
Jesse Jones Senior.
All right, defense.
Mr. Jones, tell the court what you do for a living.
I work at,
You need to keep your voice up, please.
I'm sorry. I work at Oak Farms Deli, Oak Farms Finally. I've been there for a week now. I just started that job. I work from 7 in the morning to 5 in the evening.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from New Orleans.
How long have you been in San Antonio?
I've been in San Antonio 6 years. I worked for, I used to work for,
I'm sorry, everyone, just give me 1 moment, just 1 second, please.
Mr. Jones, did Jesse, at some point, Jesse joined you in San Antonio?
yes, he joined me 3 years ago.
Now, when you, when he joined you, tell us a little bit about yourself. What are the rules of your house?
The rules of my house, no smoking, no drugs, no drinking.
And did Jesse at some point move out of your home?
Yes, he did.
Is that because he didn't want to follow the rules?
Yes.
And during that period, that's when he was, that's when this crime occurred. Is that correct?
Yes,
Since then, where has he been living?
he's been living with me.
Can you tell the court a little bit about what he's been like since his arrest and release from the Dare County Jail?
100% improvement.
How's he?
He's been doing everything the court asked him to do. He's been going to work, coming home on time, and he's been letting me know every court appearance that he have to do.
So is he? What kind of work is he doing?
He's working at churches on Fredericksburg Road.
And for a little while, he had a job with Whataburger. Is that right?
Yes,
And he's following the rules of your house.
yes, sir.
He's doing his chores, but not only that, he's more importantly, he's not using any substance.
No,
And the use of that substance, is that tolerated by you at all?
no,
So, and that includes alcohol
yes,
and marijuana
yes,
and any other kind of illegal drug
yes, sir.
that you do not tolerate.
I do not tolerate.
And any of those things, including alcohol, do you use any of those things yourself?
No, sir.
Now, and Jesse's been, talk to him, has he matured at all since this happened?
I believe so. He has. I have talked to him, as a father, and told him that, about his situation and the things that he had done, and his actions. And he has talked to me about it.
Do you think he understands the gravity of his situation?
I believe so.
And he's also been following, he's been on house arrest this whole time.
Yes, sir.
And he's been following those rules also.
Yes, sir.
I have no further questions for this witness.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
All right, thank you for coming.
Your
The
Honor,
witness is not in the breakout room.
she says she's in the waiting room. Can I give her a call to see?
Yes,
Okay. May I just step into the hall? Judge?
yes.
Two letters that I'd like the court to consider, if I could.
All right, have you obtained them to the state? Witness is here.
Okay, very good.
All right, call your next witness.
Thank you. I'll call Leah Jones.
Who are you texting?
No, I was
He had a letter from his boss. He's going to try to.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, Ms. Jones, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna need you to make sure that you speak loudly so that the court reporter can hear. You can lower your hand. Could you state your name for the record, please?
Leah Jones.
Defense?
Thank you. Leah, can you tell us a little bit, how do you know Jesse? Who's Jesse to you?
Yes, he's my little brother.
And tell us a little bit about Jesse. What was his life like growing up?
My brother has always been like someone who could listen to others and try to understand them. Over the years, him and I did not talk as much.
Ms. Jones, make sure you speak loudly because the court reporter has to hear.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Is that loud enough?
She could speak louder.
Speak louder, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so my brother Jay has always been someone who could listen to others and try to understand them. Over the years, him and I didn't talk as much as I would have liked, but I was trying to figure out my life and navigate through adulthood alone for the first time. So we didn't talk as much, but currently my brother and I are always having conversations about life and the decisions that he make ever since this situation has happened. We grew up with a mother who was very verbally, physically, and emotionally abusive. It always felt like were walking on eggshells. We never knew when she would snap and why. And our emotional needs were never really met because she was always putting herself first. So we began to operate from selfishness out of preservation, out of self-preservation. Even with everything she has done, my brother has always been able to extend her grace, something that I've always kind of struggled with, that I'm currently working on. As I grew older and I listened to other people and their struggles, it helped me understand when I wasn't able to really do, and understand that everyone else has trauma as well. My brother didn't realize I had a lot of pain and trauma from our childhood until we had an open and honest discussion about it.
Leah,
Being someone who has lived through trauma himself, we had this conversation about the negative impact on how these individuals and their family, hearing him struggle through trying to explain the situation and the disgust he had for himself allows me to remind him of those feelings so he doesn't make these terrible decisions again. I ask him questions like, do you want to keep feeling like this shame and regret? Do you want to live a life of regret and let the guilt consume you? Think about how your actions affect other people. You've been through trauma, so don't be the source of someone else's trauma.
and so has Jesse, has he listened to that? Do you think he's absorbed what you've talked to him about?
I definitely think he did. I mean, we talk every 2 to 3 weeks, we catch up, we see where our head spaces are. I feel like he lives intentionally. His faith is a lot stronger than mine, honestly. He's thinking about going to college. He knows that he's alive and he's breathing today, so he knows he has a purpose in his life. So he has to just keep moving forward positively.
Has he grown up a lot since he was arrested for these?
Definitely. I felt like he was very selfish at first, and us like just really talking about just thinking of himself and putting himself first and knowing that other people go through things too. You're not the only one who has gone through trauma. We're all just dealing with it. I know that I come off like I have everything together and that everything's good for me, but it's not always the case. So he knows that.
I have no further questions for him. I'll pass the witness.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Do you have any other witnesses or evidence?
Yes, Judge. I have a letter from Mr. Jones's high school counselor.
All right, any objections?
None from the state, Your Honor.
Anything else?
I know that Mr. Jones would like to address the court.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you? You lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Jesse Jones.
Vince?
Jesse, what would you like the court to know about you? So where are you from?
From New Orleans, Louisiana,
When did you move to San Antonio?
when I was 16 years old.
And what was that transition like for you?
It was different. I didn't really get used to it. I haven't gotten used to it at all. I was 19, 97.
Just a little louder, please.
I don't really got used to it.
So that transition was difficult. At some point, you decided you weren't gonna live under your father's roof,
Yeah, when I was 17.
and you left.
Yeah.
And what were you doing when you were 17 and you left your father's house? What was your lifestyle like? What was that like? What were you doing?
I was basically just doing anything I wanted.
Weren't following any rules? And you're gonna have to speak up so the court reporter can hear you. And you're living with your best friend, is that right?
Yeah, I was living with my best friend and his mom.
And you're using any kind of substances? Okay, yeah, and then you're gonna have to speak up and tell the court what you were using.
I was using Xanax bars and marijuana.
Now, that night, have you given any thought to that night that when you were arrested?
I think about it every day.
What do you think about?
Ever since I got on line, I've been working, and I love my job. I love my environment, and I couldn't imagine somebody just coming in with a gun pointed at me. You know, that would be a traumatic and scary experience. Nobody deserves that, and I don't even know those people. It was just something I wasn't even planning, something that just happened, and nobody deserves that.
Take responsibility for it?
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do to make that better?
I really want to apologize to the victims if I can, like write a letter or something. I don't want them. They don't even know me like that. They don't even know me, and I don't want them to just think that I'm just this bad person that just goes around messing people's lives up.
What are your plans for the future?
I'm gonna go to college. I want to continue to work. Stay out of trouble
You've been on this ankle monitor the whole time?
since September.
Been following the rules? And right now, are you clean? You take a drug test? You're nodding your head, but again, the court reporter has to write it down. I'm sorry. So what was the answer to that?
Yes.
And if the court gives you this chance on deferred adjudication,
I'm not messing with this. Like, that would be my motivation to continue going and get better. I don't want to end up in jail where I learn the negatives and learn bad things and like downgrade. I want to keep getting better. It's progressing.
you understand where you were when you were committing these crimes?
I was in a horrible headspace. I didn't care. I was selfish. I was just thinking about myself.
I have no further questions from you.
Say,
Mr. Jones, what was the reason y'all went, that you and Mr. Marine went into those convenience stores to rob them?
There's no reason at all.
But there had to have been a reason. What was the reason at the time?
I don't really have a reason or excuse. Like, it just happened. It wasn't planned. That day wasn't even supposed to go like that. Like, the day started with me at my friend's house. We was just doing the usual, just watching TV and stuff. And then he had called me at like 2 p.m. and asked me if I wanted to smoke and try some bars with him. And then after that, I went to his house, and that's what we did. And we were supposed to go out to eat and play some basketball. Obviously, that didn't happen. We went to the basketball court, and I remember just blacking out and going in and out. I don't really remember.
So you're telling this court that you took some Xanax bars and somehow you ended up in 3 different convenience stores with a pistol in your hand up to a clerk's face. And you don't know how that happened.
Like I said, we didn't set out like, we wasn't like, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that. Like, it literally just happened. Like, I was in one place and then I was at the next place. doing that.
So what was the purpose of you? So what were you trying to do? Were y'all trying to get money?
There was no purpose at all. We didn't even gain nothing from it.
Were y'all doing it for fun?
So like I actually lost everything, honestly.
I believe it was your sister who spoke about that you came from a life of trauma. What do you think about the trauma that you inflicted on these people you put a gun in their face?
Like I said, they don't even know me. Like they could be scared to even go to work, scared to go down the street, scared to be in their own house, all because of me. All because I wanted to take bars and hang with the wrong people. You know, I have family at home that loves me, and instead of being with them, I was out with people who don't care about me, people who would set me up for failure. And I blame myself for that. Like, those people don't deserve that. Those people are just living their normal lives, doing what they're supposed to do, working and doing stuff for their families. While I'm out here, just messing that up.
No further questions.
All right, any follow-up?
No follow-up.
Any other witnesses?
No other witnesses.
All right, in each of the cause numbers, the court is going to find you guilty, deny your application, sentence you to 5 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, give you credit for any time served. There's a $500 fine in each cause number, time and money to run concurrent. Each case will run concurrent with each other. So 2021 CR 94798 and 2021 CR 9480A are to run concurrent. Court is taken in consideration in each cause number 2021 CR 9480A. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing? In each cause number, I'm showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Oh, this is for you. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Mr. Jones, did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction in each of these cause numbers, you're not allowed to own or possess a weapon or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record, Mr. Jones. Sometimes when people are sentenced, they think it's the end of their life. And I know it's going to be hard on you, but you're only 19, so you can still turn your life around and still do better. There are programs at the prison. When you're released from prison, you need to make sure that you follow the rules and do what's appropriate in being a good citizen. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. Court is calling 2020 CR 3796, State of Texas versus Robert Chevalier. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Brittany Mitchell for the state.
Defense?
Jennifer Zarka for Mr. Chevalier.
And are you Mr. Chevalier? All right, you entered a plea to aggravated sexual assault of a child on October 20, 2022. You entered a plea of no contest. According to the plea bargaining agreement, you all need to whisper in the box. According to the plea bargaining agreement, the state is asking that your punishment be assessed at a cap of 15 years. The state is silent on your application. And of course, there's no contact with the complainants in Chapter 62 registration. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the state is silent. Are there witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may call your first witness.
Thank you, Judge. I would call Pastor Tim Stoker.
All right, Mr. Stoker, could you come forward, please? Jennifer. All right, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so that court reporter can hear you. If you could state your name for the record, please.
My name is Timothy Stoker.
All right, and how do you spell your last name?
Stoker.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Judge. Pastor Stoker, and where are you currently employed?
I am pastor at Living Water Fellowship in Pleasanton, Texas.
And is that how you know Mr. Chevalier?
I do know him as a member of our church.
Okay, and how often does he attend church?
We have services regularly twice a week. He attends those almost always, sometimes with special meetings 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay, so is it fair to say he's a faithful parishioner?
Very much so.
And you know, I work here today. It's a sentencing, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you just hear the court read the charge?
I did.
Okay, so you understand what he has pled to in this case, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so I'm asking you today, is it your opinion if the court were to grant his application for deferred community supervision, is it your opinion that he could be successful on that?
I do believe so.
And why?
I am watching him over, been a member of our congregation since around 2015. And because of his good rapport, we have seen no signs of anything that would indicate that he has had any inappropriate contact or behavior with children in our congregation, which we do take seriously. And as far as communicating with him personally, I do believe that he is pursuing his faith, his relationship with God. And I believe that that contact and communication, he would be a good candidate for probation.
Is your congregation a supportive environment?
It is a close community. We're not a large congregation, so we're pretty close knit as a spiritual family and community.
And do you believe that continued participation in your congregation would benefit him should the court allow him to be on a deferred community supervision?
I do believe so.
And is there anything else that you would want the court to know today to help her make her decision?
I would say that as a minister, of course, I believe that we all need spiritual guidance and assistance in our life. Robert has shown a humility, a desire to pursue that, to engage with us through this time. I do see him seeking the Lord, and I believe his righteousness as well.
In your congregation, again, should the court grant this, would there always be supervision were any children around at the church at services?
Yes.
So there would not be opportunity for him to be alone with children.
We are very diligent and try to be very diligent in our campus community, as well as even our small group gatherings.
And so once again, could you give the court your opinion? Do you believe that time in custody or time on a deferred probation would better serve Mr. Chevalier and the community?
I believe as far as us ministering to him with his spiritual desires and need, his faith, would be better served to be able to be on probation and be engaged with me as his pastor, the other leadership of the church, as well as the congregation.
And as a pastor, would you commit to assisting him should he be given the opportunity for it?
Absolutely.
And if not, just say the judge decides to go a different way, would you still commit to supporting him?
I will.
No further questions, Judge.
Any questions?
Briefly, Pastor, are you aware that some of the allegations in this case are directed back to meeting the victims at church?
In my congregation?
It just at a church.
At a church, I did attend church with him previous to him being a member of my congregation before I was pastor there. So yes, I am aware of that
Okay.
knowledge in that context.
Okay, and how long have you been aware of the charges?
Since he called me from the arrest from the warrant.
No further questions.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for the work that you do. All right, defense, call your next witness.
I would call James Valdez, Judge.
Could you raise your hand for me, please?
Yes,
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is James Valdez.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Valdez, how do you know Mr. Chevalier?
I know him from church. We've been friends for approximately 12 to 13 years.
And so, and again, you know why you're here today.
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
And so I'm going to ask you some of the same questions. Do you believe that Mr. Chevalier and the community would be better served with prison time or a deferred community supervision?
Deferred community supervision is the best route for him.
And
And the reason being is that he's already been out. He's not done anything, to the best of my knowledge, anything wrong. He's lived a good life. He's done well. We talk all the time. We hang out for Bible study. Everything he says is good. We never talk about anything bad or wrong or anything in that nature. We're encouraging each other, prayer, reading the word.
so is your relationship, did it come from your church community?
Well, it started there, and then we still just kept it going for all these years. I've known him since Valley High, and ever since he's moved out to the country, we've been just friends for a long time. And I've known his kids from just forever. I mean, since they're like small and stuff, and so it's been really loving. And I tell you what, I love his wife. The family are very nice.
Do you believe that his family is a supportive environment for him should the court grant a deferred community supervision?
Oh, very much so. The family's wonderful. Everybody.
And you talked about him. Do you believe there would be any safety issues for the community should the court grant the community supervision?
There's no safety issues at all. I've never known Robert to be, to be an issue in that area at all. He's always been safe, he's been kind, he's always helpful,
Do you believe he's a productive member of society?
very much so.
And he called you an accountability. Would you tell the court what that?
Well, in terms of accountability, coach, we are accountable to each other. I mean, we read the word, we go through questions, we ask about our families, how we're doing in terms of reading the Bible, living our lives, how we're doing within the community, what have you. And so we really are focused on trying to live a good life. And we've been doing this for years.
And so should he be granted the deferred community supervision, would you be supportive of him in that venture?
Oh, very much so.
And do you believe he could complete it successfully?
Oh, very much so.
And is there anything else you want the court to know today before she makes her decision?
I've known Robert for 12 to 13 years, and it's been wonderful. And I love his family. They've been really good. I mean, even knowing his parents until they passed, just wonderful. They've been kind. They help others in the community, and they are really involved. And I only have known them as doing a lot of volunteer work and doing a lot of caring for others. Literally.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Any questions?
No.
All right, thank you so much for coming in and giving me more information about him.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. You can call your next witness.
One further witness, Judge, I would call Jennifer Chevalier.
All right, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, so you can lower your hand. I'm going to need you to speak up because the court reporter is trying to hear.
Oh, okay.
All right, and to make it easier, because I think your voice is low, if you can move right there.
Right here?
Yes,
Okay.
no, a little bit closer.
Okay.
Thank you, right there. Can you state your name for the record, please?
I'm Jennifer Chevalier.
All right, you may ask your questions.
Thank you, Judge. And how do you know Robert?
Well, I've been married to Robert for 21 years and we've known each other 22.
And how many children do you have?
We have two. We have my stepson and then we have our son together.
And how old are your children?
26 and 20.
And are they here today?
Yeah.
Both your sons are here in the gallery, is that right?
And his wife and his fiance.
Okay. And so is it fair to say there are quite a few supporters here for Robert today?
Yes, his brother's here too.
Okay. And so the family that's here, do you believe if the court were to grant the deferred supervision, do you think the family would be supportive of Robert?
Yes,
And do you think everyone in the family would assist him in getting through the requirement of such a probation?
yes,
And as his wife, you may be a little biased, but do you believe Robert could successfully complete that?
yes, I do.
And tell the court why.
Oh, well, my husband, I've been by his side all this time, and I know that he is a man of character. I know he loves me. I know he loves God. I know that he would do it for me and for God, that he would want to do the right thing, because he's always wanting to help people. And that's how this situation happened. But anyway, that we want to help people and love people. And I think he wants to make a difference in this world.
And with terms of a community supervision like this, there is some intensive therapy and things required. Are you aware of that?
Yes,
Right. And so knowing that, do you believe that Robert would be committed to doing those things?
yes,
And do you believe a deferred community supervision is a better way to treat this than sending him to prison? And tell the court why.
well, he would have the support of his church and me, that I would help him work through whatever issues maybe struggling with. He also has some health issues. I think if he were in prison, he would decline. He has a heart and lung issues. That's my main concern with that. I don't think that would be a supportive environment.
With his health issues, does he regularly seek medical care?
Oh, yes.
And so does he, how frequently would you say he seeks medical attention?
Well, he has a cardiologist who he sees, I think, every 6 months. And he has a pulmonologist that he was seeing. And he's on a CPAP machine. And then he uses inhalers and nebulizers.
Okay, and so today, can you tell the court that you believe he would successfully complete a deferred community supervision should she grant it?
Yes,
And you're fully confident of that?
yes.
Is there anything else you want the court to know today before she makes the decision?
That I love my husband very much. And I'm just gonna try to be there for him and support him in whatever faculties that he needs. Whatever it takes, whatever it's obviously it's in your hands. So it's whatever you grant for him. I think that that he and I will work through this together with God's help.
Any questions?
Just briefly, you said you've been married for 21 years. When did you start dating before you were married?
We started dating February. I have a bad memory. We dated for a year before we got married.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Was it here in Bear County?
Yes.
Oh, Paso, this one.
Well, no, in Temple. In Temple, Texas.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Yes.
that's okay. That's okay. It was in Temple. Okay, thank you. I'll pass it.
All right. Thank you so much for coming and giving me some more insight. Thank you. Any other witnesses?
Mr. Chevalier, is there anything that you would want to say to the court? And before you say it, the court would have to swear you in.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Robert Chevalier.
Okay. What would you like to say to the court?
I believe that I can I will complete every aspect of probation if granted. I'm at your mercy. And I just pray that you have to give me grace and allow me to have this opportunity to redirect my paths.
Okay. All right, I have a couple of questions for you. How old were the complainants in this case?
One was, he was a year older than my son, and I think he was like 14 and 15.
The other?
7 or 8.
All right. So with regards to the 7 or 8 year old, I've read the PSI report. I would like to know, what were you thinking when you were kissing the 7-year-old?
I'm not exactly sure what I was thinking. I just know I was in a downward spiral with stress.
So were you doing it to relieve stress?
Possibly.
All right. And if you were doing that to relieve stress, did you do the same with your child and your stepchild?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
They're my boys.
Oh, okay. But these were 2 complainants that your wife testified to that you were helping.
Right.
All right. And then one of them said that you asked them if you could kiss their penis. What were you thinking when you were asking them that?
I don't think I was thinking, Your Honor.
And according to what I've read, and I always read the PSI report, and I always read the plea agreement and the stipulations, that this was going on for a period of time, right?
That's right.
So each time these children were invited to your home or asked to come to your home, were you getting excited at the prospect of touching them?
No.
So how did you formulate? Okay, these 2 boys come over to your house. I'm assuming they want to play with your boys. They're spending the night or whatever they're doing. When did you make the decision that you were going to kiss the penis, kissing them, I'm assuming in the mouth with your tongue? When did that formulate in your mind that you're going to do this? And what were your other children doing at the time, your stepson and your other son?
I'm not really sure how to answer that, Your Honor. All I know is I was not in my right mind, basically. I wasn't thinking.
But how are you not thinking?
I wasn't thinking about the consequences of what.
But no, I'm like, how are you not thinking about these 2 children, because they're not your biological children, but you're thinking about your biological children and your stepchild as these are my children, so I'm not going to touch them and put them through that trauma. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from so I can make an informed decision on whether or not I should send you to prison.
I don't know how to answer that.
All right, because what I'm reading here, it says, while in his friend's home, the defendant would attempt to kiss him, but he would always walk away or move his head. On one occasion, the defendant grabbed his arm after he exited the bathroom and attempted to kiss him. On some occasions, the defendant was able to kiss him on the lips by grabbing his chin and holding the back of his neck. The defendant would also attempt to place the defendant's hand inside of his pants, but he was able to stop this by tightening his belt. The defendant only touched the side of his thigh outside of his underwear. The defendant also pinched him when he was wearing pajamas. And of course, it goes on and on about you rubbing his buttocks, grabbing his buttocks. He believes this because he said the defendant also attempted to kiss his buttocks and penis. He believes this because the defendant would be on his knees in front of him and attempt to pull down his pants. So here's my question for you. I know you want deferred adjudication, but why should I give you deferred adjudication?
I believe I can do better.
Well, I mean, everybody over there in the box believes they can do better.
And I want to be able to give to the community I've taken And I want to be able to give. And to be able to serve. And to just be a better member of society.
And what trauma do you think you caused the complainants in this case? How do you think they're doing today?
I pray they're doing good, but I don't know.
All right.
I'm sure they have some issues.
Okay. Any questions, defense?
You said you want to do better. Can you tell the court you would proactively do anything that's asked of you on a community supervision should it be granted?
Absolutely.
Any counseling?
Any counseling, anything.
And would you seek the help of all the people that are here to support you today?
Absolutely.
And is anything like this ever going to happen again?
No.
That's all the, and are you asking the court to grant your application for deferred community supervision?
Yes, I am asking for a deferred.
No further
Right.
questions.
State.
Mr. Chevalier, how long was your probation in your previous case?
5 years.
And who was the victim in that case?
It was a Boy Scout.
No further questions.
Just very briefly, were you also a Boy Scout at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
And there was some 4 or 5 years age difference, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but you were also a Boy Scout at the time?
Yes.
No further questions, Judge.
All right. Anything else?
There you go.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court's going to find you guilty, sentence you to 15 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money run concurrent. There should be no contact with the complainants or the complainant's family. Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. And the Chapter 62 registration is for life. All right. Good luck to you. Thank you, Ms. Zarka. All right, court is calling. And I'm going to need everyone to be quiet in the box. Court is calling 2019 CR 6589, State of Texas versus Jonathan Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense? All right, are you Mr. Rodriguez?
No.
All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
Are there going to be any witnesses or just argument?
Just argument.
All right. Mr. Rodriguez, you entered a plea to indecency with a child. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 15, and there's to be no contact with the complainant and Chapter 62 registration. The state is opposed to your application, state?
Yes, Your Honor. And I'm to proceed with argument, correct?
Yes.
I didn't want to assume anything. Sorry. So based on the offense date, if you look at the child's date of birth compared to the defendant's date of birth, the child was 6 years old at the time of the offense, and the defendant was 28 years old at the time of the offense. This case is even more aggravated in the fact that this child, when she went and had her SANE exam, the fact that she had a SANE exam is terrible in itself. But as a result of that, she tested positive for chlamydia in both her anus and in her vagina. What's contained in the STIPs, and I believe the court can consider, is that this child said that he penetrated her anus and her vagina. And so it's clear what other way other than some sexual act by somebody does a child get this? And so these cases are already egregious in the nature that we have a child victim whose innocence has been stolen from them. But what's even more aggravating is the age difference that this child was 6 years old at the time of the offense. And what's even more aggravating is the fact that this defendant, presumably, all the evidence suggests that he is the one who caused her to have an STI at the age of about 6, maybe 7 at the time of her outcry. And so we are asking, and I believe justice demands that you deny his application for deferred adjudication And that we ask that you sentence him to the full 15 years because of the aggravating nature of this offense.
All right, defense.
Your Honor, obviously these are aggravated facts, but these cases almost always involve aggravated facts. And I think, Judge, what is going to determine how this case goes is whether or not the court believes that my client is worthy of redemption. And I would say that he is. I am asking that you put him on deferred adjudication. Notwithstanding the horrible mistake that he made, he has no criminal history. He's never been convicted of a felony. He's never done time in prison. He's never done time in county jail. This is his first offense, and it is a horrendous offense. But the fact remains, he has no criminal history whatsoever. Further, Your Honor, if there is deferred adjudication, as the court knows, the court would not be limited to the sentencing range that it's limited today in the event that Mr. Rodriguez were to violate his deferred adjudication. Mr. Rodriguez at that point would be facing the maximum, which I think gives him incentive to behave himself while on deferred adjudication. Also on deferred adjudication, the court can order the treatment that he needs in order to rehabilitate himself. And the court could also order conditions to protect the complainant from the defendant. I'm asking, Your Honor, that you put him on deferred adjudication. This is a horrendous thing. There's not really anything I can say about that. But the fact is, I think he's worthy of saving. He has no criminal history. And I do think that I do think that he could right the ship, so to speak, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say?
Um,
Can you raise your right hand for me?
yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand. So before you decide to testify, if you decide to testify, the state, of course, is allowed to cross-examine you. Do you still wish to testify?
If I ask you questions, you can ask me questions too. You have to answer. Okay.
All right, what would you like to say?
No, about the probation, if you do give it to me, you know what I mean?
All right, I thought you wanted to say something about the actual
Oh,
allegations.
no. I was gonna say about the probation. Now, if you do give it to me, I promise, Your Honor, that I'll prove to you, and also I'll prove to my brother that's back there and my mom also. And
Why are you kissing a 6-year-old with your tongue? That's what I'd like to know.
Why am I kissing a
6-year-old with your tongue? I read all of the PSI reports.
I don't remember doing that, Your Honor.
Why are you penetrating a 6-year-old with your penis? I mean, you pled guilty to it.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm trying to figure out, what were your thought process when you were penetrating a 6-year-old with your penis in the vagina and anus?
It was, I know I messed up, and you know.
Well, no, my question is why? What were you thinking while you were doing it? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I just called the name.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm just asking questions. All right, defense? Any questions?
No, Your Honor. As the court sees, there's what can he say for this? It's horrendous. I just asked the court to show mercy.
All right, any questions?
I think you said enough, Judge.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 15 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's Chapter 62 registration and no contact with the complainant. Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
That's fine.
Because it's the plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. I understand that sometimes people regret what they've done, but we can't turn back the hands of time. So you need to internalize what you've done, and hopefully this won't happen again with you. You understand? All right, is there any impact or no?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you.